I tried this ancient remedy for leg cramps, shocking results. 3 a.m. I jolted awake, my body tense and my breath caught in my throat. A sharp, searing cramp shot through my left calf like a lightning bolt. My leg locked up, hard as stone, and the pain, oh, the pain. If you've ever had a leg cramp in the middle of the night, you know exactly what I mean. That paralyzing, tight sensation that makes you gasp and freeze, unable to stretch or even speak. It wasn't the first time. And deep down, I feared it wouldn't be the last. There I was, half awake in the dark, sitting on the edge of my bed, massaging my calf and waiting, just waiting, for it to ease. A minute passed. Then 2. The pain slowly faded, leaving behind a sore muscle and a sleep that would not return. That morning, bleary-eyed and cradling a cup of warm ginger tea, I made a decision. This couldn't go on. I'd tried drinking more water. I'd taken magnesium supplements. I'd stretched before bed, avoided caffeine, adjusted my pillows, you name it. But the cramps kept coming. I opened my laptop, typing how to stop leg cramps naturally for what felt like the 100th time. But this time, something different caught my eye. A story from a 78-year-old woman in rural Japan who claimed she had completely stopped her night cramps using 3 simple remedies: apple cider vinegar, herbal foot soaks, and gentle yoga. Your body doesn't need force, she wrote. It just needs to be listened to. That line stopped me. I reread it. Could it really be that simple? No pills. No fancy devices. Just nature and a little bit of care. I was skeptical, but curious. So, I gave myself a quiet challenge: 3 days, 3 ancient remedies. Nothing to lose. Maybe something to gain. Day 1, apple cider vinegar before bed. That night, I pulled out a bottle of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar, the kind with the mother swirling at the bottom. I added 1 tablespoon to a cup of warm water, stirred in a teaspoon of honey to soften the taste, and took a deep breath. It didn't smell great. The first sip was sharp and tangy, but surprisingly, not bad. As I sat by the kitchen window, sipping slowly, I felt something shift. Not in my body, but in my attitude. I wasn't fighting the cramps tonight. I was preparing for peace. I crawled into bed feeling calm, not expecting a miracle, but hopeful. And here's the thing. I slept through the night. No cramps. No jolts. Just sleep, deep and undisturbed. I woke up blinking at the morning light, puzzled. Had I really made it through the night cramp-free? Maybe it was just luck. Maybe I was just too tired. Still, it was a win. I wrote it down in a little notebook and looked forward to day 2. Day 2, herbal foot soak. That evening, I turned my bathroom into a tiny sanctuary. I boiled water with a few slices of fresh ginger and a handful of lemongrass, then added it to a large basin with a generous spoonful of Epsom salt. The scent was heavenly. Earthy, warm, and calming. I sat down, dipped my feet in, and felt tension melt away. The warmth crept up my legs. The herbs released their gentle oils. The salt eased the stiffness in my ankles and calves. For 15 minutes, I just sat there. No scrolling. No multitasking. Just me, warm water, and the quiet hum of the evening. After drying my feet, I rubbed in a bit of coconut oil, put on cozy socks, and tucked myself into bed. My legs felt loose. Lighter. And once again, I slept. Another cramp-free night. Was it possible? Could something so simple, so gentle, really make this much difference? Day 3, gentle yoga before bed. The third night, I rolled out a yoga mat and chose 3 poses I'd seen recommended in the article: downward dog, standing forward fold, and hero pose. I'm not a yogi. I've never touched my toes without bending my knees. But I tried, slowly, mindfully. Downward dog stretched my calves and shoulders. I could feel the tightness unraveling. In the forward fold, gravity helped me let go. And in hero pose, kneeling on the mat with closed eyes, I simply breathed. 10 minutes. That's all. 10 minutes of moving with intention, listening to my body, giving it permission to soften. When I laid down to sleep that night, my legs felt grateful. And once again, I woke up with no pain. 3 nights. No cramps. No magic. Just nature and care. The real surprise wasn't the result. It was the shift in me. I began this little experiment half out of desperation. But what I gained was far more than relief from cramps. I rediscovered the power of rhythm, ritual, connection. Apple cider vinegar helped balance my electrolytes. The herbal foot soak soothed inflammation and grounded my energy. Yoga stretched not just my body, but my awareness. Each remedy didn't just treat the symptom. It reminded me to slow down, to listen, to respect the quiet needs of my body. Before, I was chasing solutions, fixing symptoms. Now, I was responding with care. No, it's not magic. But it feels like a kind of miracle. I won't say these remedies will work for everyone. Our bodies are different. Our needs unique. But for me, these ancient practices worked, not because they were dramatic, but because they were kind. They didn't numb. They didn't override. They supported. And most importantly, they gave me back my nights. I no longer go to bed bracing for pain. I no longer wake up gasping, clutching my leg in the dark. My sleep is deeper. My mornings are calmer. Some days I still feel a bit of tightness. But I know what to do now. I don't panic. I don't feel powerless. I soak. I stretch. I sip. And I trust. I share this not as advice, but as a story. If you've ever woken up in pain, if you've ever felt helpless in the face of something so small yet so disruptive, I hope my story brings you a bit of comfort. And maybe, just maybe, it encourages you to try one of these remedies yourself. Start with a warm cup of apple cider vinegar and honey. Or take 15 minutes to soak your feet and breathe. Or roll out a mat and stretch the stiffness out of your legs, one breath at a time. I still do them, because they work. Even now, weeks later, I've kept these rituals in my life. Every night, I drink my vinegar honey tea. A few times a week, I treat myself to a foot soak with herbs from my garden. And yoga, though I sometimes forget, is never far behind. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present. And since that first night, since 3 a.m. no longer means pain, I've learned to honor my body in a way I never had before. So, if you're reading this late at night, if you're tired, aching, frustrated, please know that you're not alone. And also know, nature has been here all along, quietly offering us gentle answers. Try one. Try all 3. See how your body responds. Not everything ancient is outdated. Some things, like comfort, breath, and warmth, are timeless. If you're still here with me, thank you. Really. I didn't think a simple challenge like this would become something I'd share with the world, but I'm glad I did. Because if even one person out there is waking up with the same pain I used to feel, then maybe this can help you too. You don't have to try all 3 remedies. Just start with one. Maybe that warm apple cider vinegar drink. Or soak your feet tonight with a bit of salt and ginger. It might be a small change, but sometimes, the smallest changes make the biggest difference. And hey, if you do give it a try, tell me how it goes. Leave a comment. Share your story. Or maybe, you have your own family remedy. I'd love to try it in another video. If this video brought you some comfort, or even just a bit of calm, go ahead and tap that like button. It means a lot more than you know. And if you want to join me on more simple, healing journeys like this, hit that subscribe button. There's so much more I want to explore and share with you. Take care of yourself. Be gentle. And I'll see you in the next one. Sleep well.